Ferrari scored its first outright Le Mans 24 Hours victory in 58 years as Alessandro Pierguidi, James Collado and Antonio Giovinazzi took the top honours ahead of Toyota in the Centenary edition of the race. On the Italian manufacturers returned to top-flight competition at Circuit della Sarf with a new 499p Le Mans hypercar. The 51 crew delivered Ferrari its first outright Le Mans win since Mats and Gregory and Jochen Rindt took top honours in 1965. Pierguidi took the checkered flag 1 minute and 21 seconds ahead of the 8 Toyota GRO 10 hybrid of Seb Boemi, Brendan Harley and Rio Ferrari. Taking the final spot on the overall podium was a 2 Cadillac V Series R shared by Alex Lynn, Earl Bamber and Richard Westbrook, a lap behind the winning Ferrari. In a race of heavy attrition, the fight for the lead boiled down to a straight fight between the 51 Ferrari and the 8 Toyota, although it was a 49p that appeared to have the advantage on sheer pace for much of the second half of the race. After suffering off in the hands of Pierguidi at the first Mulsanne chicane in the evening hours, the 51 Ferrari was back into the lead and almost a minute clear of the Toyota, but the gap was virtually eradicated when Pierguidi had to perform a power cycle at a pit stop in the 19th hour. That brought Toyota well back into contention, with the two leaders circulating just seconds apart at this point of the race, but the Ferrari had already started to assert its advantage when an offer Ferrari in the personal hour diffused the battle. Ferrari lost it and the braking at Arenage, hitting the barriers, but was able to get the damaged 8 cars to the pits and was sent on his way without losing a lap. There was a minor scare for the 51 car in the closing stages as Pierguidi had to perform another power cycle with 23 minutes to go, but his advantage over the Toyota was such that he could resume in a clear lead before going on to make history for Ferrari. The third placed 2 Cadillac enjoyed a largely clean run, save for a spin for Westbrook in the night hours, but the sister 3 Chip Ganassi run car enjoyed a much more eventful time on the way to 4th. Sebastian Bourdais was rear-ended by a GTE Am car at the Dunlop chicane during an early slow zone, sending the car into the garage for repairs, and there was similar incident involving Bourdais as one of the WRT cars as Terce Rouge, just as the Frenchman had gone back onto the lead lap in the night. Ultimately, Bourdais and teammate Rango van der Zande and Scott Dixon finished 3 laps down in 4th, followed home by the 50 of Ferrari of Nicholas Nielsen, Antonio Fuoco and Miguel Molina in 5th. The pole-winning car had already slipped out of the lead contention following off for Nielsen at the Porsche cars during one of the 2 heavy rain showers in the evening hours, and then lost multiple laps overnight due to an energy recovery system fluid leak. The 2 remaining hypercar manufacturers, Peugeot and Porsche, enjoyed race to forget. Peugeot had both its unconventional in the thick of the lead battle early on, but spinning the wet for John Eric Vernon 93 car at the Mulsanne corner cost that car 2 laps, while Gustavo Menzies suffered a crash in the sister 94 machine at the first Mulsanne chicane in the early hours. Both Peugeots were then taken into the garage for hydraulic issues, with the better of the 2, the 93 car Richard Vernon share with Paul Duressa and Mikael Jensen finishing in 8th. Porsche endured an even more miserable showing, with its trio of Penske entered 963 LMDHs all suffered multiple delays. The third string 75 Porsche became the first hypercar retirement with a fuel pressure problem before a crash at the Porsche cars for Kevin Estre put the Marquez best placed car, the 6th, out of contention before it lost even more time replacing the hybrid battery. Porsche's 5 machine was on course to come home 5th, having suffered delays due to a puncture and a cooling system leak, but finally suffered an unspecified medical issue in the final hour that dropped it down to 9th. The last drama cleared away for the boutique manufacturer Glickenhaus to score an unlikely 6th place in the manufacturer-dominated hypercar class, with a 708 entry shared by Oliver Pla, Roman Dumas and Ryan Briscoe ahead of the sister 709 car. There was, despite multiple shunts involving both of the non-hybrid 007 LMHs, including near-identical off-PLAs and Esteban Gutierrez at Indianapolis. The LMP2 class was won by Polish Inter Europol competition squad, with the 34 Orica shared by Jacob Szymanski, Alberto Costa and Fabio Scherer, who incredibly sustained a suspected broken foot during the race. Swiss driver Scherer suffered the injury when the Corvette GTE Am car ran over his left foot during a round of pit stops, but that didn't stop Inter Europol from clinching a first WEC win on the B stage of all. They've been in command for the final 8 hours race, suffering multiple investigations for pit stop infringements in the closing stages to beat the 41 Team WRT car of Louis Delatraz, Robert Kubica and Rui Andrade by 21 seconds. Duquesne took the final start on the podium with Neil Jarni, Rennie Binder and Nico Pino, assisted by Let Issue in the second of the WRT's Orica's, the 31 car, which was brought into the pits with a suspected suspension issue with 11 minutes left. Alpine's lead contender, the 36 machine, it was Charles Michani, Matteo Vacchia and Julian Canal, was promoted to 4th with the 31 car of Robin Fries, Sean Galale and Ferdinand Hatzberg tramming away from 5th without any late drivers. United Autosport suffered a nightmare race with both of its Orica cars in the incidents. Its top finisher was a 23 car in 8th place, following a nighttime crash for Tom Blomqvist that necessitated a trip to medical centre as the car's medical alarm was triggered. Corvette Racing, though, suffered a final fitting victory at GTE Machinery car at Le Mans before the class bows out GT3 cars for 2024. It was the outcome that looked unlikely early in the race when, as a solo C8.R went into the garage for 10 minutes to replace the front damper, losing 2 laps, and then failed to get a lap back, an early safety car procedure after some cars were released from the pits early. However, a smooth run, therefore, combined with rapid pace from Nicky Katzberg, Nico Varane and Ben Keating, allowed them to claw back the lost ground, the 30 machine finally getting back on the lead lap in the 16th hour. By the 21st hour, the Corvette was established in the lead at the expense of the all-female crewed Iron Danes Porsche and 911 RSR 19 of Rahul Flay, Michelle Gatting and Sarah Vive. Frey was then demoted at another position by the ORT by TF Sport Aston Martin Vantage, which had lost ground in the night wheel puncture, and a drive-through penalty awarded for Ahmed Al-Hati passing behind the safety car. In the final reckoning, the 33 TF Sport car, Al-Harvey, Michael Dinan and Charlie Eastwood finished 2 minutes behind the Corvette, with GR Racing Porsche denying the Iron Danes car the final spot on the podium in the last stages. This was late drama for the Rexley livery AO Racing Project 1 Porsche, who had been in the podium contention but was forced into the garage due to an issue with the right rear corner. The Garage 56 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 NASCAR Cup car, shared by Jimmy Johnson, Jensen Button and Mike Rockenfeller, classified 38th after a series of delays in the final stages owing to apparent gearbox issues. A total of 39 cars out of 62 starters were classified, the lowest figure since the 2015 edition. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Thanks very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and lots of comments down below. If you F1 news and subscribe to my channel, it's greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.